We are going to try this again. You guys didn't see the first take or the second take. Anyways, I'm in the car. I'm actually on a field trip with my son. They're going to go bowling and laser tagging, all that fun stuff for their band group. So here we are in the car. This week has been hectic. 5.5, 6 hours, 6 hours yesterday trying to get a title for one of my vehicles that I'm trying to sell. Facepalm, oh my gosh. Anyway, I want to reference back to last week's video. I talked about the NGSW and what I liked and disliked about it. Had some comments. I wanted to go over a couple of those real quick. Grand Thumb dropped a video 2 days later about the NGSW. He gets to shoot stuff like that. I do not. Unless you 1,100 wonderful subscribers want to tell all these gun companies why I should test their stuff, I would appreciate that. But it's not going to happen. So, Ludwig Mariendorf sent me a nice long message. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but basically reiterating some of what I said. Same concerns about what I had mentioned, as in, we don't know if this round is good enough on level 4 out to 600 yards, because who are we shooting that wears body armor at 600 yards that this can defeat? Anyway. Agrees. Let's see, as you mentioned, some people have mentioned something about AR-15, blah, blah, blah. 6-ARC, 6.5 Grendel might have been a better choice, especially for the 6 XM5 general purpose rifle, all that good stuff. But then goes on to mention that they're heard about procuring conversion kits for the M240, which I did read about that as well. This is easily convertible to the M240, which is great because there's brand new M240 Bravos, Charlies, and I think there's Deltas. I don't remember, but there's 240s available in the system already that can fire this round. You just got to change the barrel. And so, but he also mentioned conversion to the 6.8 plastic case ammo from True Velocity. They did not win. From what I've read, everything I've seen, they did not win anything. And so the ammo is not going to be True Velocity. It's going to be the SIG bimetal case. Good, bad, indifferent, whatever. Also mentions, I don't know if this means they're ditching and is related to that lightweight medium machine gun program that involves the 338 Norma. It is not, and I'll talk about that in a moment. That is a Special Forces program. To fill the gap between 7.62 and NATO 50 BMG. 50 BMG, other than machine guns on top of vehicles, few and far between these days. It's not an effective weapon. It's actually not that accurate. It's great on, light armor, light vehicles, things like that. But as far as precision rifle, the Barretts are not precision rifles. And somebody out there has a Barrett. Mine shoots sub-MOA. Prove it. Prove it. Because they don't. And I don't need them to when I'm shooting a freaking bullet that big around. I can deliver at 2,000 yards more energy than my 7.62 does at the muzzle. Do I need to be MOA on that? No. But let's just not kid ourselves anymore. Anyway. So, Ordinary American, I breezed over your channel. I did subscribe, by the way. I like your channel. It's pretty cool. You need more subs. Anyway. Let me go back to your comments. So, interesting to hear former guy's thoughts on the NGSW, and your points definitely make sense. I appreciate that. Sometimes they don't make sense in my head. I just feel like I need to get that stuff out, so I appreciate that. Ultimately, I think it will hit obstacles when it comes to big army, and in the end will be fully adopted only by select units or in certain theaters / mission profiles. I'm not a .mil, but I still don't see this being carried around by everyone in basic 10 years from now. I don't either. I appreciate that comment, though. You don't have to be a .mil or veteran or anything like that to have an opinion. This is y'all's money. Y'all are paying for this. And you've paid for many, many, many weapons programs before. And it's about at a waste of money at this point. So go watch Garanthan's video on this. At first I was like, man, I'm going to have to retract my statement about the recoil. But he was not shooting the bimetal case. He was not shooting the hot stuff. And so I'm not retracting the statement about that. I am going to retract my statement for now about the weight of the rifle. I picked up my Grendel the other day and I was like, I'm glad this doesn't weigh as much as the Spear. Wait, how much does this weigh? So I went and weighed it. I'm right at 8 pounds on my Grendel. It is super maneuverable. I love that gun. It gives me no grief when I'm carrying it all day up in the mountains and hunting deer or elk or whatever I'm hunting. And so it's like, ooh, maybe Maybe I'm wrong about the weight of the rifle. And so for now, I'm going to retract that statement, to be fair. Coming up this weekend, not today's Saturday, the 20th, 21st, excuse me. Next weekend is the NRA annual meeting here in Houston. I will be going to that, hopefully for 2 days, because there are a lot of vendors that I would like to visit. I don't even know if I'm allowed to film. I'm assuming I am. I'm just going to do it. But Coleon Noir is going to be there. A couple other people are going to be there. I'm not big on celebrities, especially YouTube celebrities. I don't give a crap about them. Like, heck, I feel like a celebrity. I was out hunting in Colorado 2 years ago, and some dude's rolling up in his 4Runner. Hey, do you have a YouTube channel? I was like, I sure do. And he's like, I know you. And he told me his name. And I was like, what the crap? Like, it's a small, he was from Arizona. So it's a small world. I'm a little dry, sorry. I don't know how it can be so dry in Texas, but it's hot in here. The AC's off because it messes with my camera, all that good stuff. But anyway, I'm going to continue because I want to get through this faster than 30 minutes. So remember a long time ago, like yesterday, when the inflation rate wasn't that high? And the government won't admit it. Oh, we're in very low single digit. No, we're not. We are not. We're at 15 or 20% probably. It's pretty high. And how they don't admit it, and gas prices are Putin's fault and all this. Well, you know, when you do certain things and it confirms your suspicions, it confirms your convictions. Up close, personal view of myself, and to be transparent, I am a recipient of retirement pay from the military and disability from the VA. Okay, I'm not ashamed of it. It's just not usually business that I discuss, but I'm bringing that up because when the government does something and it confirms everything that we think is going on, it's mind-blowing to some people. Some of y'all are going to be like, well, yeah, we know. 8.9% increase in VA and Social Security benefits next year. That's a lot. A lot. I've not ever seen anything that big. And so that just reconfirms this is happening. It's going on right now. And for you to pretend like it's not going on would be foolish. And for you not to prepare things like food storage, things like that would be foolish. If you have luxury items that are very hard to find right now, you better get what you can so you can have them for the long term. I don't think this is going to last a long time. I think this is going to be to borrow something from the Biden administration, a transient event. Pretty much they always are. Because I think in America we do something really, really well. And we rebound really well. We don't take hits too well. Like, man, they hurt. And we're kind of soft these days. So take it for what it's worth. We rebound well, but prepare for the hard times. And I'm going to leave that one alone. I don't want to be radicalizing anybody. Politico. 2020, 5 pandemic predictions for 2022. I don't like Politico, but I wanted a non-balanced. I did not want a balanced news report because you can't find them. I didn't want far right. I don't know who that is. Fox isn't even far right. If you think Fox is far right, stay out of my brain because that's ridiculous. They are so moderate, it's ridiculous. So I'm just going to read their highlights and I've got a comment to make and I'm going to move on. We are not there yet. As we enter the third year of pandemic, my mind keeps flashing to a trailer I saw last year for a widely panned Michael Bay movie which portrays an unlikely dystopian pandemic future, but captures a feeling of helplessness and despair that so many, even those of us lucky enough to have access to vaccines and the privilege to social distance, feel right now with the country on the brink of an Omicron surge. Yeah, that's what it says. Next one, the U.S. will hit 1 million deaths in the spring. Still, our death numbers are not higher than they usually are. And if you remove... I'm not going to go there. Look up the obesity link. Don't be fat. I'm not fat shaming. Being fat is not healthy. I'm a health coach. I'm a personal trainer. Get in shape, people. Come on. Get in shape. Next one. We will run out of room on our vaccination cards. You might. Leaving that one alone. We will be talking about an Omega variant. You can talk about it all you want. I'm not touching that one. We will talk less about social distancing and more about COVID drugs. Like Do some research on the Pfizer pill. I'm not taking it. That's all I'm going to say about that. I'm not taking another booster. I'm not taking any of that crap. There will hopefully be a new normal. Let's just say no and go back to normal. How about wash your hands? Stay home if you're sick. Cover your mouth when you cough or sneeze. Like, these are the simple things that we should have been doing the whole time that we didn't do, that caused a lot of this to go beyond what it should have. We're out of shape. We're sick. We're a sick nation, health-wise. I'm going to leave that alone. I'm not going there anymore. One and not done. Vaccination talk. Not going there. Woo! Build Back Better plan won't get passed. Crack down on China's... I'm not going to go with all that. So, there's some agencies, the people that said, literally said, there will be a pandemic during Trump's term, are also saying we are going to have another one in this coming fall to winter. I don't care if you believe them or not. I don't care if you think it's planned or not planned or coincidental. Brings me back to the meme I saw the other day, and I think Johnny B had it on his thing. Remember when Bill Gates got divorced because of his ties to a child molester, sex trafficker, and now all we do is listen to him talk about the pandemic? Anyway, so last one of the week. I was breezing through soldiersystems.net, which if you're not on there, you should check that out routinely. They've got some awesome stuff on there. I'm not affiliated with them. Check them out. SOFIC 22, U.S. SOCOM weapons update. So they have been courting a mid-range gas gun, an AR-10. That's what it is. And a lightweight medium machine gun. And as mentioned earlier from one of the comments, the lightweight medium machine gun will be in 338 Norma mag. And I'm going to read something about this, but they are not considering going away from that. Excuse me. They are not looking at going away from that. They are also looking at the mid-range gas gun in 6.5 Creedmoor. A readily available, long-lasting barreled AR platform that works. Imagine that. So, I'm gonna read straight, so I'm not gonna quote or anything like this. This is a quote. I asked PEO SOF warrior Colonel An Ha if SOCOM planned to continue to invest in 6.5 Creedmoor, considering the recent decision to adopt 6.8 by 51 common case ammunition. He responded that the command's concern is Overmatch, which is this program, and that the plan that, oh my gosh, grammar, that they planned to proceed with the 6.5 Creedmoor, but would monitor the Army 6.8 effort. Freaking government wasting your money. We got SOCOM soldiers and people in the procurement system for SOCOM saying we need a 338 belt-fed machine gun and a 6.5 Creedmoor medium-range gas gun. Why aren't we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? What the hell? That doesn't even make any sense. Man, the LMG-M is a belt-fed machine gun which fires the 338 Norma mag cartridge. Awesome cartridge, by the way. Offering the range of an M2 at less than the weight of an M240. Instead of area targets at that range, the gunner will be able to engage point targets with semi or auto fire. I've seen videos of this lightweight machine gun. Phenomenal. Awesome gun. Although there are multiple small arms updates across DoD, this program is the single most important capability on the horizon. It is the single most important capability on the horizon, according to SOCOM. Why could we just not do this across the board? What the heck? Oh my gosh. I just, having worked for the government for 20 years, not understanding a lot of what they do, it never ceases to amaze me how many times my mind is blown by the dumb crap that the military does. They're wasting your money. The 6.5 Creedmoor would be a wonderful addition to a medium-range gas gun. That's awesome. It outperforms the 308 at every distance. You can please argue with me in the comments. Please prove me wrong. Every distance. Because you got to remember something. It's not about energy. Energy's BS. Prove me wrong on that one too, please. It's BS. I need riflemen that can make hits. If I can make hits at a higher probability, look up Brian Litz, L-A-T-Z, I believe it is. He does hit probabilities comparing 308 to 6.5 Creedmoor at 1,000 yards. It's like 80% higher. If I can increase your probability of a hit at any distance for somebody that's not a gun guy, yeah, you might be a rifleman in the infantry, but that doesn't mean you're a gun guy. You go to the range 3 or 4 times a year, you're a rifleman. You're not a gun guy. Like, this isn't what you do. Most of the infantrymen I have ever served with don't own guns outside of the military. They just don't. Or they'll, I got my Glock. Okay. You know, half of us, not you guys, us, we got our ARs stacked up next to our beds, and they're just going to sit there until I go to the range. They're not going to get used for a home invasion. You're not going to be chasing bad guys through the streets with it. Let's just be real. Okay? Like, really, really honest. You're not going to use it for what you think you built it for. It's not going to happen. For that one person out there, statistically speaking, I'd have to have 5 times as many subscribers for that one person to have this become true. You may end up using it. But I digress. I'm sorry. We're going to take this back to the rifleman and not being a gun guy. I need that person that doesn't shoot that often to be able to make hits at extended distances. I'm going to lessen your recoil, increase your probability, and deliver the exact same effect on target because we use BS bullets. We should be using tipped bullets. We should be using hollow points for accuracy or expansion. I don't really care. I hope that bullet explodes in my enemy. That's just how I am. There's a reason the SOCOM guys use 77 open tip hollow points for accuracy reasons in combat out of their 5.56 weapons instead of the ball ammo that we had to use. It works. It's more accurate. It's better all around. And so with that, I think we're not even putting the cart in front of the horse. We're like strapping some rockets to the back of a jackass, expecting to launch into space and kill Predator. I don't even know. Clearly, I did not write that previously. Oh my gosh, what are we doing? I am sweating to death already. What are we doing? The 6.5 Creedmoor would work. The 6 ARC would have worked wonderfully. It would have been great. We don't need to defeat body armor at 600 yards. And I'm beating a dead horse again because we did this last week. So, kind of a weekly wrap up. I apologize for that. This week has been ridiculous. I'm going to get on a schedule through my travels coming up through the summer to where I'm filming these a day or two in advance so I can make sure they're better for you guys and they're not going to be in the car. Be filming in Colorado in the next few weeks. Got some trips planned up in the mountains, so hopefully I get some good footage from up there. And maybe I'll just film mountain footage and just do B-roll talk over it. I don't know. We'll see. So with that, please comment. Look at the NRA annual meeting list of vendors. See who you would like for me to go see. And I'll see if I can squeeze them all in. If I have 30 requests and that's the only 30 places I can make it to their booths, cool. I want to give you guys what you want. Not necessarily what I want. I've just got a whole bunch of crap in my head that I want to get out. And sometimes it doesn't make sense. So if it doesn't, say, hey, let's steer you over here. Go see vendor X at the NRA show for us. I'll do that. I'll totally do that. So drop your comments down in there. Let's talk some more. I promise this is going to get better. I'm working on getting a better microphone for my studio/office. The backdrop is almost complete. Got a little bit of the materials coming in for that. And I want to increase the quality of production, the quality of sound. I think video's on par. I'm only at 1080 right now. I can shoot at 4K. My laptop sucks, and I just don't really want to buy a laptop right now. I think that's going to be something I'm going to do in the fall, so I can edit video better and do more splicing. For right now, though, I don't want to do that. One take Taylor right here, man. Like, that's all I do. And I make mistakes sometimes, but I think it's important for you guys to see that because I'm genuine. I'm not making money off this. Nobody gives me free stuff. I think we need to share knowledge and create an environment and a community that is trusting and that we can rely on. And we may need that in the near future. And so with that, stay tactical.